Welcome back. Tuvok's asked us to, Zelda's and asked us to do some stuff. Recent effects have underscored the threats posed by the Undine. The native species of fluid space, these aliens have infiltrated galactic powers, including the Federation, based on their shape-shifting and telepathic abilities. In an attempt to form a united front against these threats, I've called for a summit to discuss the means by the various governments of the Alpha and Beta quadrants can detect and neutralize the Undine presence. The location of the talks will be the Jalolan Dyson Sphere. Control of this site is currently under dispute by the Federation, the Klingon, and the Roman Republic. However, I believe the sphere should be security concerned in respect of the Undine. Your experience in the field may prove valuable perspective, as well as moderating the influence. Please attend as the representative of the Federation. And to let you know that this can't be done with a friend. And we'll get some marks and quite a few stuff. So we and I'll cover some of these later. Yep. So let's get started. And here we are outside the Dyson Gateway. So let's begin surface tension.
Last time on Star Trek Online.
We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed.
Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that...
an Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway. The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. We are within the Solanae Dyson Sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of Omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Janolan Sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
And now, the continuation.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable. Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Janolan Dyson Sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
Right, okay. Now you wonder why Captain Sean and Tuvok were in the different outfits? Purely because that prior to this episode, everyone else was actually, all the NPCs were using one of several different uniform designs, and that's the reason why Tuvok had a particular style of uniform, and Sean had a different style. But that's purely because and that video is actually a pre-rendered one that was done a couple of years ago, right for this episode, or for this mission for Surface Tension. And yes, we're now officially in 2410, although we might have been in 2410 sometime before then. So let's see what Captain Sean wants to say to us. And here we have Commander Matthias and Commander Winters as well. So, Captain Sean?
Good to see you. I'd say you're right on time, but it looks like everyone else wants to be fashionably late. We're still finishing preparations for the conference, and Admiral Tuvok is already there. The Klingon and Romulan delegates will arrive soon, so we should head inside as soon as you're ready.
You done, Captain? Captain Sean is the captain of the Enterprise F, as you may have heard. I've called him in the past. And welcome to the Dyson Sphere. Julian Dyson Sphere, so let's have a quick word with Tuvok.
Thank you for joining us here. We need assistance with preparations for the conference. The Romulan and Klingon delegations are still in private deliberations, but other delegates are arriving. Several preliminary tasks remain before we can begin the presentation. Your support in this matter would be appreciated.
Okay, thank you. We now need to help the final preparations of the conference, and all tasks will be appearing in the mission track over here. So, come down, security team. Okay, Maya.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Projector.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Klingons.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Romulans. And now we have it. What's the? Now we've got an argument up here. So okay, Garak.
This Cardassian thug is trying to push Bajor out of this conference. We have as much of a right to be represented here as any other world, more than the Cardassians. They're not even part of the Federation or the Klingon Empire.
Please, we can. What's the basis of this dispute?
I simply inquired about the ambassador's presence at the conference. After all, Bajor is a member of the Federation. Ambassador Sugihara is capable of representing them along with the Deltans, Andorians, Vulcans, and everyone else, even the Tellarites. Though I suspect they'd argue that point rather robustly.
Oh yes. And this, believe it or not, is actually one of the more recent changes to this mission. Originally, this character, Garrick's role was played by someone else, and so that may be so. I'm sure we can find an equitable solution for everyone.
I thought Federation membership meant Starfleet would look out for Bajor's interests. Obviously,
I simply inquired about the ambassador's presence at the conference. After all, Bajor is a member of the Federation. Ambassador Sugihara is capable of representing them along with the Deltans, Andorians, Vulcans, and everyone else, even the Tellarites. Though I suspect they'd argue that point rather robustly.
That's unfair characterization. Drones had a gateway to the Go Quadrant in airspace for decades, without their experience and their opinion.
Indeed. One wonders how well that gateway would have fared if Deep Space Nine was of Bajoran manufacture rather than Cardassian. The Federation's track record on wormhole security is far from ideal. One only needs to consider the multiple Dominion occupations of the station for proof of that point.
Oh yes. This is a distraction from the larger issue at hand. The problem represented here is larger than a single word or single wormhole.
The Federation has never made a policy of preventing member worlds from overseeing their own interests in conjunction with Federation efforts. Or is Bajor going to be treated differently than other member worlds?
We can't have an open and honest conversation unless all parties are willing to engage in meaningful dialogue without shutting out members of the galactic community. Neither Bajor or Cardassian should be excluded.
Well said. Perhaps there's hope for this conference yet. I'm quite willing to put this disagreement behind us in the interest of the bigger picture.
Thank you, Counselor.
The preliminary tasks are complete. You should speak with Admiral Tuvok again.
Yeah, okay. Well, as you can see, we have Garrick here, who wasn't actually originally part of this mission, as I said earlier. His role was played by another NPC who was created for this game. But with Garrick, Andrew Robertson coming in to voice Garrick in a later mission, so we come and took the Cardassian roles that out. So, oof. Oh, Tuvok, you wanted to speak to me.
Thank you for your assistance. Please take the opportunity to speak with the various delegates. Having an understanding of the positions of each representative will facilitate more effective negotiations.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue. Right, so we have... let's have a look. See who's over here. Now, we have Bastus Sugihara now, and Grenadier Swam? Yes, you saw that right. So let's have a chat with the Xindi delegate, are we?
The Xindi are here to support Admiral Tuvok's call for cooperation. We know what tragedies befall a people who are being manipulated by outsiders, as we once were. The Undine's lies and manipulation remind us of the Sphere Builders, whose deceptions led us to make one of the greatest mistakes in our history. There are 5 races on my world. We all know reaching a consensus can be difficult, but the Xindi are living proof that if we put aside animosity, our differences can make us stronger.
Thank you. Now, next is Master Sugihara, and apologize now, he might be taking for a while.
The Federation's position is quite clear. We believe the only way to safeguard the future of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants is for all the galactic powers to behave as reasonable entities and work together to oppose those who would threaten our worlds. It doesn't matter if that threat comes from the Undine, the Borg, or the Iconians. The response is the same.
That was unexpectedly brief. Thank you, Ambassador. Yeah. I'm actually playing that up a bit, so yeah. So, Ambassador Stas, Garn of the Garn Klingon Empire.
I sincerely hope that the Federation is not wasting our time here. If your presentation is to explain the threat posed by the Undine, let me spare you the effort. The Klingon Empire has been aware of this threat for quite some time now.
Thank you, Ambassador. And he's off to his seat, and I think stand. I think Commander Takashi and one of the... Actually, I don't recognise any of those people there. So, we'll have to find... We've got Commander Durak and Proconsul Ditan. Ditan? We have seen before. And... Yes, Ditan is actually was originally in the Next Generation, believe it or not.
Thank you for the invitation. Starfleet certainly knows how to organize their meetings on a grand scale. I trust that the Republic will be able to take a leadership role in studying this sphere. The extensive knowledge we've gained from the Solanae sphere should give us an advantage here. And, after all, the gateway that leads to both of these spheres is in Republic space.
That's not the only thing we need to decide here. What about the Undine?
Yes, the Undine. Very interesting. My security advisors have been looking over the data, and we are all very curious to hear what you and Admiral Tuvok have to say on the matter.
Thank you for attending, Proconsul. Please take your position at the podium.
You've spoken with representatives of all of the delegations. You should return to Admiral Tuvok.
Okay, whip. Okay, Tuvok, I think we're ready now?
We are almost ready to begin. Will you complete the final preparations for the conference while I speak to Captain Sean? After that, your assistance in encouraging everyone to take their seats would be appreciated.
Understood. I'll finish the preparations and then direct people to their seats. So we need to start with the sector console. So I like the look at this. I don't like the look at this room. So let's turn down the lights and. Ooh, this looks a lot more prettier. Even down here it looks even prettier. And quite a few people are heading towards the right places. So, okay, Garrick again.
Ah, it seems the time has come at last. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome, Councillor. Yeah. For some reason, I think he was actually he's been around wait quite a while. So, the delegate, having a chat with Ram for a while.
I suppose we can begin.
Thank you for taking your seat. And we got Gwen. We'll. Okay, yeah. Profit in the wind. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you better stop. It's not profit in the wind, but yeah, it smells a bit funny at the moment. It better get seated so you can actually do some proper negotiation.
Oh, yes, I will take my seat.
Thank you. That does sound like a certain Ferengi from that we know of. Okay, Joan Delegate, we need to with it. The ferry delegates.
I was just going. Don't rush me.
Thank you for taking your seats, ma'am.
You can start the presentation from the control console.
Shall we get to the presentation? Won't be. We've been quiet for a while, so let's get started.
The Undine represent a clear and present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation
when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant. Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you
Given
want?
the exceptionally complicated nature of such...
Ambassador, given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
You admit you are wrong?
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss. Who owns this sphere? I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa. I have a proposal of 500,000 bars of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine? What do they want?
Unknown. Drop to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth's space dock.
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Kamikuv!
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system. We must stop the Undine from breaching Earth's defenses.
Right, well, we need to get going, and yes, that's a 500,000 barrels of gold plus platinum. Not worth it here. Not for treasure planet.
Species 8472 is already boarded Earth space dock. Once we are through the gateway, we must render assistance as soon as possible. I am picking up several distress calls from across the system. Curious. There are fewer Undine vessels than we witnessed using the gateway.
Any word for Starfleet Command?
Negative. The subspace relay booster network appears to be offline. I am reading Undine ships attacking Earth space dock, as well as attacks on the lunar colonies and the orbital habitat on the far side of Earth.
We need to split our forces if we're going to stop the Undine in multiple locations.
Agreed. Enterprise will clear the area around the lunar colonies.
Understood. We'll head to Earth space dock.
Fine. Jirok and I will clear the far side of the planet.
Good hunting. And
Enterprise will set course for Luna.
well, now.
Fortescue and Lisette will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
And they cloak for the fun of it. Oh, because they can.
My ship is operational. We will fall in until you make a run to the space dock.
Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage.
Yeah, we need to get moving quick. This is another ship whilst we're in the middle of battle. We've got the rear belt to take a lot of damage. We didn't do well on damage. I'm up. Get low.
There are still unmanned ships in the system. We must eliminate them.
Right.
If we do not hurry, Earth's space dock may be destroyed.
Yes, we better get a bit closer. There's too many hits. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Yeah, they're technically prank killers. Oh yes. I hate this glue for sticking it. One way to do it. Launch battle weapon. It's maneuvers. Still in it, but we've got to move that around a bit. Thanks for taking the damage first going. Nicely done. Right.
Any ships still in range? There are Undine hunting parties on Earth's space dock. We're fighting them, but comms are spotty. I was lucky to get an external signal working. We need any assistance you can spare.
Weapon, where's the rest of the fleet?
There are Undine ships attacking key sites across the quadrant. Our ships are responding to everything they can, but we're stretched thin. When the Undine arrived here, they damaged every ship in the system, hit the orbital platforms, and then most of them just left. Automated defense systems are offline, and we're struggling just to keep control of the station.
We render what assistance we can.
I've received orders from New Romulus. In light of this situation, the Lisette is being recalled to defend the homeworld. I will contact you if there is any change.
Understood. Recommendations?
The boarding parties on Earth's space dock should be our main concern. The Undine will be attempting to cripple Starfleet operations, gain valuable data, and capture ranking officers. We cannot afford to allow them to succeed. I am prepared to beam down immediately. Your assistance will greatly improve our chances of success.
Okay, let's beam down.
Earth's space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn. The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear. We must ascertain the whereabouts of Admiral Quinn and expel all Undine boarders. Teams from other ships, including some Klingon and Romulan vessels, have beamed to lower decks here on the station. While their willingness to assist us is unexpected, their desire to see this enemy stopped is gratifying.
Good. Okay, that's good. At least that's way to the Admiralty, which is that decent. Oh. Nope. Nope. Okay, at least we were by the sick bay. Looks like that's not gonna. Sick bay's shut. No, shut. This is actually really not the old Earth space dock. Sadly, it's the only way you're going to see any of it now, because there's unless you look in old videos. Well, let's speak to Ensign Rack.
Everything hurts. What? Who? Admiral Tuvok.
What happened here?
I don't... What? The windows. They came through the windows, walking on the hull. I don't know. After the Klingon and Borg attacks during my cadet cruise, I thought working at Earth space dock would be less traumatic.
It is very rattled, and what can we do?
Indeed. I can initiate a mind meld. It will calm him, and I will be able to learn what he knows about the attack. This is not normally something I would suggest, but I believe that in this instance it is necessary.
Do what need to do it. I'll keep watch.
My mind to your mind.
Oh.
My thoughts to your thoughts.
Alright. Anson, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling better now. Thank you. The Undine, yes. They just appeared in close orbit. We were taken by surprise and none of the defense systems worked. I don't know why. They've been killing people. I don't know what they want, but they've been systematic about their attacks. They want something.
Come on, President, we'll get through this together.
There is more going on with these boarding parties than mere phaser fire. There are more Starfleet officers fighting nearby.
Yeah, more survivors.
We need to manually activate the fire suppression systems.
Think the correct panel for the fire extinguishers.
I thought Earth space dock would be a quiet assignment.
Now, Ensign Rack is actually
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
Yeah. Ensign Rack was the test pod to officer in the Federation 25th century tutorial. We Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, that's a lot better. And this area was a conference area, somewhat. Right. Okay, so Anton.
Admiral Tuvok, I'm gonna help hold this position. I'm not much of a soldier, but I can make repairs and help keep this area clear of Undine. I hope Admiral Quinn is okay. He was on comms a few minutes ago, but the transmission was cut off.
We'll find Admiral Quinn. Stay safe.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
Yeah.
I'll stay here. Good luck.
Again. Oh. So this was what was known as the exchange area.
The damage is extensive, but we will rebuild. First, however, we must drive species 8472 back to fluidic space.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Yeah, yeah. Really? Right, so a space dock used to be a circular thing prior to this mission, and believe it or not,
Admiral Quinn.
Yeah, what are you doing here? I thought your office was over there. Okay. What? And this area is right. You back?
The shape-shifting nature of species 8472 makes them a dangerous foe. We will have to proceed with caution to avoid being caught unaware again. Clearly, Admiral Quinn is not here. He may be still alive elsewhere on the station. The logical course of action amid so much chaos will be to re-establish the chain of command.
I'm open to suggestions. How should we proceed?
Perhaps we can establish more reliable communications by directly linking to the Starbase's internal systems. The consoles here can be used for that purpose. Make the attempt. I will keep watch for more Undine.
Understood. I'll link to internal comms.
I will cover you.
Who
is this? Communications are damaged. One moment. This is Admiral Quinn.
How do you know if you're the real Admiral Quinn?
I suppose that's a valid question. You reported to me after the attack on Vega Colony. I took a chance on promoting you. I see now it was the right one. Admiral Tuvok, we spoke briefly about your mission right before you reported back to Voyager. You mentioned your wife and said it was fortunate you had time to visit Vulcan to see T'Pel before the conference.
Okay, I believe you. Well, do not the Vega Colony bit was actually is actually part of the Federation. Original Federation tutorial, and well, we don't. It's part of our history. I believe you, Admiral.
Admiral, What is your status?
I'm pinned down in my office with Egan. We've been trying to get internal comms and sensors working. What's your status?
No, not good. We've got loads of casualties.
The Undine boarding parties appear to have some goal in mind, but we are unsure as to what it might be. Admiral, I suggest you hold your position. We will make our way to you.
We'll be there soon, Admiral.
Stay alert for more imposters.
Indeed. Also, I remember where we are now. This used to be where Egan used to work. Also, the contraband kitty used to be around here as well. Looks like someone's here. Oh, bad. Right. Oof. Oh.
Ambush. There are still more Undine on the station. I can feel their anger.
Right. That door is where we through that door is where we beamed in, so we've just gone around and done just formed a circle, done full circle now. Want to see these doors? Welcome to the Okay, here we are again. Oh shit!
The way is blocked. There may be an alternate route on the upper deck.
Oh yeah. Double deck at this. Okay, here we are.
Admiral Quinn and Commander Egan are below. The Admiral appears to require medical treatment.
Cleared out. Whip. Right. Yeah.
It is agreeable to see you, Admiral.
I'm Quinn. Angered the Admiral. Incoming Undine. Even Mom. Admiral?
Thank you. Now maybe we should... Commander Egan.
Egg?
Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected. That being said...
The weak will perish. And you are weak.
Oh dear. That's not good.
is tapping into the bioship's power matrix.
And ew. Seriously, what's it? Taking over egg as well. Oh, Admiral Quinn.
Egan was an Undine? That would explain what happened to our defense grid. He would have known they were coming and had ample opportunity to sabotage us. Damn, I didn't see that coming.
Well, just get Admiral.
Hagen. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be... Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok! Can you hear me? Tuvok!
Tuvok! Hello, Tuvok. Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us! Tuvok! Tuvok!
Admiral Tuvok! Admiral!
Diversion. This was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
Captain Coven?
Come. Kronos may not have much time. The Federation and the Empire have been at war for far too long. Now we must join together for the common good.
They want to beam up. Main cost, proponents, maximum warp.
We have arrived in the Kronos system. At this time, the ruins of Praxis are concealing our arrival from the Undine. The Klingon homeworld defense fleet has engaged the bulk of the Undine forces, but they appear to be taking heavy casualties.
Just 2 Federation ships? 2? Where is the Enterprise? Where's the rest of your fleet? I knew better than to trust Starfleet. You run when you should fight.
Reinforcements are on the way.
The Romulans have promised additional aid, as has Starfleet Command. The Enterprise is contacting all available ships and...
Words are meaningless. Deeds show the true heart of a warrior. Join me if you are not as cowardly as the rest of the Federation. Today is a good day to die.
We're here to fight. More ships are on the way. And here we go.
That was only a small force. The rest of the Undine fleet will not be so easily defeated.
Indeed.
Are you afraid, Vulcan?
The Romulan Republic has made commitments to its allies. We are here to honor them.
You can get them at a undership right up the top up.
The orbital defenses alone will not be enough to stop the Undine advance.
We would not be alone if anyone in the Federation had the heart. That wouldn't be the case if anyone else from Starfleet had bothered to show up.
6.47, okay. Seriously? I think we can change that numbers a bit.
The tide may turn against
We
us,
are at a
but
distinct
this will
tactical
be our
disadvantage.
day of glory. Think of it as an increase in your opportunities to die with honor.
Right.
My apologies for being late.
Just one more ship?
Not exactly. We brought him his friend.
And with all these new ships, making a short work of these things.
We need to secure the shipyard. Then we'll drive them back to fluidic space.
I can take out the dread though. there's the shipyard, and that looks not particularly brilliant, so let's get moving. Enterprise is already there, but well, some. That a planet killer?
What is that thing?
The Undine have brought a large craft through a quantum singularity.
They're powering up weapons.
The Undine have a new planet killer.
Target that ship and fire all weapons.
No effect. They're too strong.
Voyager has one nanite torpedo remaining from her time in the Delta Quadrant. Such devices proved effective against the Undine in the past. Tactical. Fire when ready.
They took some damage, but the planet killer can still fire. I can get the Aquarius into firing position above her and exploit the opening in her shields, but someone will need to keep the Undine distracted.
And yes, that is a feature of the... Yes, and yes, that was...
Sean's attacking the killer on his own. What's his shit? His life.
Must assist Captain Sean. Do not let him happen.
Weapons are offline. This is our only chance. Setting the Aquarius on a collision course.
Acknowledged. Do we have Sean's coordinates?
Getting locked now, sir. He did it, sir! The planet killer has been destroyed.
Tuvok to Allied fleet. Stand down. The Undine are retreating. Captain Sean.
Transporter room. Did you get him?
Captain Sean to Admiral Tuvok. Permission to come aboard?
The Orion High Council wishes to discuss the most recent developments. We have been invited to transport directly to the High Council chambers.
And yes, if you're wondering, if you'd buy the Odyssey class, you could do that with your ship. And you could pick up the Aquarius if you so wish as well. But anyway, let's beam down to Kronos. And welcome to Kronos and the Great Orb. This is normally accessible to Klingon players and Romulan players on the Klingon Allegiance, and of course over there on the Klingon Allegiance. As long as you've got line to Klingons, you can visit here at your own leisure. Although it's less credit and less party movie. But so let's have a chat with Tuvok.
There are many here who have seen the danger Species 8472 presents with their own eyes for the first time. Thank you for your assistance in protecting both Earth and Kronos from the Undine. However terrible, this battle did have one benefit. Today's fight opened the door to what may be a lasting peace between the Federation and the Empire.
Continue?
Now we must have the courage to compromise for the greater good. In its way, that can be more difficult than waging war. The formalities will begin soon. Until then, I must take the time to speak to others who were instrumental in the success of this mission.
We face great threats, and we also celebrate great victories. And no one else other than the Klingons can do practice better. Hello, Captain?
That was a close one. But I'm fortunate Voyager transported me off the ship at the last second. It would have been a worthy sacrifice. Kronos is too important to lose.
You're glad you're still here, Captain, and the Klingons would have. So, Admiral, how are you feeling?
A true peace may not be on the table yet, but I hope we can at least broker a lasting armistice. But first, we celebrate today. Earth and Kronos are safe.
Thank you, Admiral. So, Admiral Stas?
My people have respected the Federation ever since our first encounter with your famed Captain Kirk. I have advised Chancellor Jimpok that the Gorn support the idea of a ceasefire. Perhaps this will lead to greater freedom for all of us.
Thank you, Ambassador. Lindy? No, Tuvok?
Earth and Kronos are safe, and the Romulan Republic is pleased to assist its allies. I just wish my father could see all of us working together toward a common goal. This is the future he dreamed of.
Thank you, Commander. And if Father, it was originally part of a Star Trek Next Generation episode, so helps this delegate.
The 5 races of the Xindi once tried to exterminate humanity. But through the efforts of a few people who were willing to change, we put aside our weapons and worked through our differences. Now, we are members of the Federation. Peace came with great difficulty, but that is the way of most things worth having. The Undine are here, and they're spreading lies and dividing us from within. Now, more than ever, we need to set aside our animosities and work together for the greater good.
Thank you. Let's have a drink. Yeah. So, Tom.
Our people come from a culture of deception and division. We've rejected our past in favor of open alliances. Perhaps it's time for the Federation and the Empire to set aside their past as well. We would welcome a ceasefire between our allies.
Thank you, Proconsul. And we've got Kun.
You have shown your true nature today. Worf was correct. There is honor in the Federation. The conflict between us has gone on long enough. Now we should turn our blades toward the real enemy.
Yes.
I remember you from the Gateway activation. You fought well today. May our meetings on the battlefield always be as glorious.
Thank you, Captain. And we could have had a chat with Worf, but his lines are more repeating some more stuff. So, Chancellor Jim Park.
You fought well for someone from Starfleet.
Thank you.
Many fine warriors have earned their places in Sto-vo-kor today. They died with honor, fighting one of our most formidable enemies. The Undine brought the battle to our very threshold. The fine warriors standing before me pushed them back. Let us honor our sacrifices and our accomplishments by ending...
So you are the humans of the Milky Way. You have come further than we expected. But still you chase our shadows.
We are not here to impress you, demon! We stand united, and there is no one who can...
We give you a single warning. Do not attract our attention again.
That was the reason we need to work together. It's time for our feud to end.
Agreed. From this day forward, all hostilities between the Empire and the Federation will cease.
The Iconians use servitor races and other species to do their fighting for them. Species 8472 has been an unknowing catspaw of the Iconians for some time. This time, however, the Undine were defeated, and it was our combined strength that allowed us to prevail. Thousands of years ago, the Iconians were defeated by an alliance of races. I predict their ultimate aim has been to prevent such an alliance from happening again.
The conflict between the Federation and the Empire is over.
There have been periods in our combined history when the Federation and the Empire have not been at war, but they have not been allies either. This may be the beginning of such a time. It will be up to us to determine what happens next. With time, we may even restore the alliance that came out of the Khitomer Accords.
So, what happens now?
Voyager will return to the Delta Quadrant. There is much to do there, and the Jenolan Sphere will need to be protected from further Undine assaults. I am sure I will see you again. You have been a worthy ally, and your wisdom and courage will be called upon in the days ahead. Until then, live long and prosper.
Until next time, they want to beam up. We're done. Yes, everything's been quite literally. Every quadrant as we know it. Both Earth and quadrants will rebuild for the wake of these terrible attacks. A new day dawned for the Federation, one where we may someday re-establish one strong alliance that which once had with the Klingon Empire. Starfleet and I can't thank you enough. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're angling for my job. In the meantime, it's clear that the Iconians and Undine are not waiting for us to act. I think Galaxy's just got a whole lot smaller. And now we get the the usual stuff from the missions, and we get some useful stuff. I'm going to quickly have to go through these quickly because we've already gone past the hour. So we have the ground trait. This ground trait basically gives you 20% 20 damage, toxic damage resistance to yourself. Not bad. Living Girl provides yourself with a 0.1 and the whole regen out of combat and 0.05 whole regen in combat. Not particularly brilliant, but it will be better. And we have 3 kits, and this is an engineering kit. And I got to tell you now, this is a science kit, and this is the tactical kit. Now, if I was to, this is actually the 4th piece set of the counter command 4-piece set, and if you can see them all down here, and not only that, this console, the counter command multi-conduit energy relay Mark 1, yes, is actually another part of another 4-piece, which is allows you to, which is a decent ability, which has got still some use in today's game. I'll be grabbing I'll be grabbing the counter command profession specific science kit. Not a bad one, but there are betters around there, and you can always pick up the traits, and you quite often will be playing this. You could easily play this 4 times. So yeah.